should be able to pick when you go, when you're in a dominant position, when you're controlling a guy.
Yeah, 100%.
And I hate stand-ups. I feel like if someone could take you down and hold you down, that is on you to get up. Like having a stand-up just because the crowd's bored, tell them to go watch baseball. That's boring as fuck, and people watch it every week.
You got to protect the product, Joe. You got to protect the product.
I don't believe that. I believe the guys like you will always rise to the top.
I'm going to get up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm going to get up.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I feel like if you didn't have that option available, guys would be very focused on getting up. Instead of thinking that they could just wrap their guard around you and wrap their head around you and just hope for a stand-up. Because sometimes referees will do that. They get a guy in a guard position and no one's doing anything. The guy can't do anything. They'll stand him up. They'll stand him up. Stand him up. And the crowd cheers and everybody thinks, that's a good job. I go, no. You've ruined the flow of the fight.
Standing up, you can go at your pace.
Yeah, and if you're on top and if guy's got you in his guard and he's squeezing and holding on to you, how long can you do that? Can you do that for the full 5 minutes? You might not be able to. You might relax a little, and then that person's going to get out. And that's what the sport's all about. The sport's all about you being able to figure out how to get out of a bad position and get to a better position, and someone being able to control you and minimize the damage that they take and maximize the amount of damage they could put on you. That's what it's all about. So if you have a stand-up, then you have a subjective person. Like, it's up to them to decide. Stand them up. I've seen people get stand-up in side control, which is crazy.
Yeah, I've seen that too.
Crazy.
Yeah,
like, it takes too long to get to that spot, and you only have 5 minutes to work in a round.
Yeah.
I don't like stand-ups at all. I don't think that they should. I think that's one of the things we should get rid of. I really think. And people are like, oh, it's going to make it boring. Wrestlers are going to take people down. Figure out how to not get wrestled. Figure out how to get up. There's ways to get up. It's not like once a guy gets you mount, no one in the world can get up. That's bullshit. Everybody can get up. It just scrambles. Things have to happen. That's part of the puzzle that mixed martial arts presents.
Yeah, I think that I was only on the ground on top of Glover for what, maybe like a minute and a half. In a minute and a half, how many elbows did I hit him with? For me to actually get a warning to be stood up was crazy.
It's crazy.
That was just wild to me. And then like the whole I think it was the fourth round when I was standing up and I was actually starting to lay it on him a little bit. He told him, I think he told him maybe 3 or 4 times, like you got to show me something, Glover. You got to show me. At what point are you gonna stop it, bro?
Right. It was close.
What I'm saying? Because like the Izzy fight. Mm-hmm. Do you think the Izzy fight should have been stopped
when he had him on the ground?
When he had him, no, whenever he.
When Izzy at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that one is a good stoppage because that scissor knee was coming. You know, like he was hurt. I mean, Izzy got caught clean.
I think he got caught. I think he got caught clean, but I think also his leg was compromised because he actually got his leg the check.
Yes.
He got his leg. He got a kick check right before that, which is all right. So he's already stumbling.
It's that same left leg that got chopped up in the first round.
Yeah, but he was moving he was weaving. Now I'm not gonna say it was a bad stoppage or whatever like that, but like if you believe that should have been stopped.
The Glover fight
should have definitely been stopped.
Yeah, that's the thing about being subjective, about a referee being able to decide. And some of them are great. Like Herb Dean very rarely makes a bad call. He's the best. He's very good at it. And some guys are just real quick with the trigger. They'll stop a fight when a guy's just kind of a little rocked, you know?
Her baby worked for that stoppage on Santos.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to work for that one. Well, I was tired. Yeah, I was tired. I think I hit him about like 50-something punches before we got in there, before we got the old wave off. But but after that 4th round though, like you seen when they poured the water on my head, bro, that was all his blood. Like I wasn't bleeding from my head at all.
Wow.
Like it was like he had like like my coach was saying, like he had like chunks of his flesh and stuff over my hair and things like that. So it was like, bro, what do you got to do to?
There it is.
Oh,
that's his blood. That's
like you
crazy.
See like the little white chunks and stuff in my hair. Yeah, bro.
That's so crazy.
If you actually look at my mouth, I was like, where that's coming? I looked down and I see it. I'm like, where's that coming from?
That's crazy.
Where that's coming from? Am I bleeding?
His blood in your hair.
Yeah.
Wow.